نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي رب زدنا علما آمين يا رب العالمين. So Alhamdulillah, we've been reviewing the exams that Ustad has been giving us. We've done 2. Alhamdulillah, and now we are on to exam 3, the night exam part 3. So inshallah, hopefully we'll be able to complete this today so that we are able to go on just behind the start inshallah and to finish it off tomorrow or in our next session inshallah. So let's start, and section 1, beyond the fundamentals. So number 1 is abun, akhun are examples of isms that get an added waw for rafa status if they are light, turning into abu and akhu. Is this true or false? Anybody? Is this true or false?
True.
Okay, it is true. And what are these isms called?
Asmaul Khamsa.
Yes, the 5 special isms in English.
Abun, Akhun,
Yes,
Famun, Hamun, Zu.
exactly. There are 5. 2 of them are given. Abun, Akhun, Hamun, Famun, and Zu. This only comes as mudaf. It is always light. So it can be Zu, Za, Di, and we did the whole conjugation. These do not always come as mudaf, but when they do, they become Abu, Aba, Abi, Akhu, Akha, Akhi, Hamu, Hama, Hami, and the same with Famu, Fama, Fami. Everybody remember these words that we did with start?
No. Yes. Did we learn the Zu also? Zu Dadi?
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. I'll just send you the conjugations that we did in the group, inshallah, after the session. So I tried to do all of the conjugations of all the 5, like Ustad told us. And just there's 5 special isms. I'll try to find a quick note that we made. Okay, here, special isms. Sister Hina also did a note on this. So inshallah, I'll share this. I've already shared this in the group. I'm sharing it again. So you can have it from the group. Okay, done. So inshallah, you can see the conjugation in the note. And how, like, du, dawa, dawai, all of those. And there's another uli also comes for du in the meaning of du. So that is also there. So you can get the conjugations from there.
Sister Asfiya, Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Are you able to show that so that our review happens right now? Would it be quick for you to show that just for a minute?
Sure, no problem. Just a second. Um, Here it is. I don't know if it's Sister Hina's or mine. Okay, this is Sister Hina's. So let's just
Okay.
go through these.
Okay.
So the Muslim chart for Abun. So you see Abun. Let me write on it. Okay. So this is the singular form Abun, Aban, Abin, and this is the heavy conjugation, right? This isn't light. Abawani, abawaini, abawaini, abaun, abaan, abain. So this is the normal chart, the normal way that the ism is written. But when it comes as a heavy, sorry, a light chart, when it comes as a mudaf, now you see, just okay, now you see the rafa nasab jar form are taking on letters instead of haraka at the end. So you've got waw for rafa, you've got alif for nasab, and you've got ya for jar status. So these isms, when they are light, due to any of the four reasons of light that we did. What were the four reasons of light of an ism being light? Can anybody remember?
Mudaf.
Yes. Number
Mudaf.
one, mudaf.
Ja. Harf. Yeah.
Number
Calling out.
yes, munada. What else?
Partly flexible.
Yes, partly flexible isms are light. And number four, sorry, absolute negation.
Absolute negation, right?
Right? Okay. So, due to any of these four reasons, if you see these special isms having been in that position, they are light, right? How will they come? They will show their status with letters instead of harakas. See here, when they are heavy, they are showing their status with ending sounds, dammatain, fathatain, and kasratain. So, but when they come as light isms, you see here, abuhu, abuha. So here abu is rafa. So that's why you've got a wow after abu. Abu is mudaf here in this example. Abu is mudaf, so it is light. And who is mudaf ilay? So because Abu is in Rafa status, so instead of just having an ending sound, a wow is entered. Similarly, here it is light and mudaf as well. And here this is mudaf ilayhi. So, but here the mudaf is in nasab status. So that nasab status is being shown by the alif after ab. Similarly, abihi, here light mudaf. This is jar status, and this is mudaf ilay. And here the mudaf is in jar status. That's why abi, you added ya to the ism abu. Everybody clear up to this point?
Yes, inshallah.
Alhamdulillah. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Over here you see, when you have ana as your as your mudaf ilayh here, you see there's ya in all three of the statuses. So ab is your mudaf, ya is your mudaf ilayh. But here you don't see any wow. Why? The original was abu plus ya. But we know that this ya, the ana pronoun, attached pronoun, is so strong that it does not accept any kasra, anything other than kasra before it. So that's why abu ya became abi. Similarly, aba plus ya also became abi. This only happens with the ya of mutakallim, the first person ya, ana, attached pronoun. And of course, abi plus ya also turned out to be abi. Is this point clear to everybody?
Yes, alhamdulillah.
Yes, Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Okay, so let's get back to our test. It's 3. Okay. Okay, so this was true. Number 2, comparatives are partly flexible and putting al on them makes them A, fully flexible, B, superlative.
True.
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 This is true.
Exactly. What are the two ways that comparatives are made fully flexible and superlative?
Adding al
And
Mudaf.
mudaf.
big as mudaf. Excellent. Exactly. Okay. Number 3. Whenever you see Laysa or Kana, you are looking at a Jumla Ismiya.
True.
Why? Laysa and Kana are fails.
Incomplete phrase.
Incomplete fail. Fail naqis.
Have the do.
Exactly. Incomplete fails. Why? Because you don't have the action in them. And because there is no action, the inside pronoun cannot be called a file. We will call it ism, which will make it a mubtada and a jumla ismiya. Excellent. Good. So this is true as Well. Number 4. A jumla fi'liya has up to 4 components.
True.
How?
As fail, file, maful, and MBF.
Yes.
Yes.
Fa'il, maf'ul, and muta'alliq.
متعلق
bil
بالفعل.
fi'l. Excellent. Number 5. A jar majroor can be muta'alliq bil khabar, muta'alliq bil fi'l, sifa, or even za'ida.
True.
How can it be a sifa?
If it's coming before a nakira rafa ism.
After. Oh, sorry. Yes. No. After. I'm getting confused.
After,
For
yeah,
example,
it is sifa.
yes.
It is sifa, it is after. Yeah,
Exactly.
correct.
Akhun lahu, like the example we did in part 4
Yeah.
today with Ustad. Akhun is your ism nakira, which
And
is your
the
first
lahu is
condition.
describing the further
Yes. Yes. Followed by HOJ fragment. This is your second condition. And third condition is that it makes sense.
Okay.
Okay. If you have these 3 conditions, then your ism nakra turns into mausu,
موصوف صفة.
Sifa.
and your HOJ fragment will turn into fi mahalli, whatever the status of the mausuf. Here it is rafa, so we'll say fi mahalli rafa sifa. Okay.
Can
This
you
is
please
clear?
go through this again quickly? The
Sure.
sifa one.
Sure. If you see, for example, anywhere in the Quran, you see an ism nakra, like here you have akhun. Akhun is nakra. Why? Because it has tanween on it, right?
Yes.
So if you don't have any signs of proper on an ism, it is common. So that common ism is the first condition. So the ism coming first should be common. Sorry?
So common ism followed by jar majroor. Is it?
Yes, exactly. The second condition is that after a common ism, you see a harf of jar fragment.
So it could also be like akhun fil masjidi.
Yes.
So that will also be the
Yes.
same example.
Yeah,
right?
any harf of jar. Yeah.
Yes.
Inshallah. Got
Sister
it.
Asfia,
Yes. Yes.
I might remember wrong, but I don't want to confuse others. But I remember one thing, which is a little bit that it is proper when you are trying to find the status of like isme masul. From that, I remember that the sifa comes after a proper like akhun should be proper. From that, I remember that. So are you sure that if that rule applies here, that it should be proper? That's what I remember. I might be wrong.
No.
Because from Isme Mosul, I remember that it has to be proper to determine the status of that what status is it is going to be Sifa or not.
If Isme Mosul is coming, Isme Mosul is proper, and after it, if you have a fragment or a jumla, it
No.
will always be sila. It can never be sifa.
No. What I'm trying to say is sometimes I know that it is advanced, but I'm deducting my reasoning from that you have to determine that what is the if there is a sifa and comes after Isme Mosul, then to figure out that the status of Isme Mosul, you say that one of the hints in the textbook is, I can later give the page number, that if there is the ism before it has al on it, if it is proper, then that is one of the hints that this isme mausool would take the sifa is going to come up.
Sorry for the interruption. She must be pointing for the this isme ishara and musharu nile.
No, I'm not talking of. I don't want to confuse others. You take
Because
it.
in that case, only
Let me send you what I'm. I'll send Sister Asfia what I'm referring to. Please continue. I'm just like wondering that from that I remember it was al. So
Yes,
we can
so
discuss it later. We can
yes.
discuss it later.
Inshallah, what
Yeah.
we're doing is completely different from that. And alladhi can be a sifa itself. And in that case, what you're saying might work. But here we don't have isme mausul because isme mausul is always proper. So it
Mhm.
doesn't work here. For this to happen, for an HOJ fragment to become a sifa, you have
Mhm.
to have three conditions met. And for that, the first condition is that you have a nakira, a common ism with no al, with no signs of proper, and that
Okay.
nakira ism is followed by an HOJ fragment.
Okay. Okay. So there are different cases. I cannot
Yes,
apply that because I
yes.
thought that in case that you were not sure that maybe same reasoning applies here. So there are different reasoning what you are saying.
No, the thing that is different is that with Isme Mausul, with Asma al Mausul, they're always proper. So
Mm-hmm.
the debate between type is ended because it is going to be proper, but it's never going to have a sifa after it because Isme Mausul can only be sifas to something before them. Anything that comes right after Isme Mausul becomes a fragment, and that fragment is called Isme Mausul and Sila,
Mm-hmm.
not
Mm-hmm.
Sifa,
Yeah, Sila. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
right? So, inshallah, we'll when we get to
Okay.
there, we'll be
Okay.
able to study that
Okay.
more
Okay.
clearly.
Okay.
Here,
Okay. Yeah.
the first condition is that you have a nakira ism. So, Isme Mausul is out of the question.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. I was just like trying to understand the both points. Okay.
No
Thank you.
problem at all. Why, yeah, no problem.
Sister Asya, what was the confusion? I lost connection, so I couldn't hear anything.
Sister, it
See,
would be
yeah.
easy. It would be easier that like after we cover Isme Mosul because the Ustad didn't teach
Okay, no
that.
problem.
So
Inshallah,
because
okay.
I can send that to Sister Asfia and you also, but I don't want to take time towards something which wouldn't benefit
Okay,
the
okay,
group.
done.
Okay.
Done,
Sure.
then
Yeah.
I'm not asking. Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Okay.
So
Let's
this
move forward.
number 5 is true, and here with this we did with three conditions that you have a common ism followed by an HOJ fragment, and when you translate them, it makes sense as a sifa mawsuf. So if it's making sense, then you can translate it as a mawsuf sifa fragment. And this happens with HOJ fragment that it becomes a sifa to a nakira ism. Zaida we did with ma and Laisa. So let's just clear all of this. Okay. Zaida. I have notes on this as well. I'll share them in the group soon. Zaida we did, for example, you have Laysa. Sorry. Laysa al-waladu. Mujtahidan. I apologize for my writing today. It's off. Okay. Mujtahidan. Now, when we did Kana and Laysa sentences, we said the ism of Laysa is always Rafa. Ism of Laysa is Rafa in status. And the khabar of Laysa is Nasab. Everybody remember this from Laysa Kana review?
Yes.
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 So what happened was that when we translate this sentence, we say that the boy is not hardworking. Okay? The boy is not hardworking. But sometimes to create more emphasis on the what you are trying to say, the Arabs, they do this. Laysa al-waladu bi mujtahidin. Okay? So laysa al-waladu, your ism remains in Rafa status. But over here we see that ba is added to mujtahidan, and it makes it mujtahidin. So on the level of Arab, what is happening that B is harf of jar and it is making mujtahidin majroor. That would have been if this was an HOJ fragment. But what's happening here is that ba is not coming as an HOJ. It is actually coming as ba zaida. What do we call it? Ba zaida.
Zaida.
Now, what ba zaida does is that on the level of the physical word, it is making it look like it has a jar status because ba intrinsically is a harf of jar. But here it's not functioning as a harf of jar, it is functioning as zaida. So what we say, let me clear this up a bit so we can understand this. So here, what we will say is, we won't say ba is harf of jar and this is isme majroor. No, this would be incorrect. What we will say is that ba is ba zaida and mujtahidin is your khabar fi mahalli nasab,
Nasab.
right? Khabar of laysa. So here this will be your khabar in nasab status, although it is not showing its nasab status openly because of ba zaida. Is this clear? Is this point making sense?
Yes, Alhamdulillah.
Everybody else?
Yes, Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Okay. So then let's move on if it's
Yes.
clear. Alhamdulillah. Okay. So this is true as well. Number 6 is there are 3 kinds of file. inside, outside, and muta'alliq bil fail.
False.
Why is it false?
Just have two doors, right? Three kinds of file. We just have two kinds of file: inside file and outside file. Mutalik bil fail
Yeah,
is just giving more about the fail.
exactly. It's not a file.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. Number 7. Number 7 is al-Muslimu Nasara. Okay. Is a jumla ismiya with a jumla failure inside it. So if we know the answer, that's fine. But if you are unsure in any way, then what we do is we try to solve the sentence. So how we try to solve the sentence? We take one word and analyze it. So is this an ism, fail, or harf?
Ism.
It is an ism.
And
Analyze it, please.
Rafa,
One.
singular, masculine,
And
proper.
proper.
Okay. So you have ism, rafa, and proper. And is this a topic or an info or of any kind?
It's a topic.
It is your first rafa in a sentence, which is usually the topic. So what will this bucket be called?
Mubtada.
Yes. Okay. Is there any relationship, any sort of fragment between al-Muslimu and Nasara?
No.
No, we don't have an idafa here. We don't have mausuf sifa. We do not have a pointer sim here. Neither do we have an harf of jar. Neither do we have a harf of nasab, nor a harf of ataf, nor ismi mausul. So all 7 of our fragments are not working here. So that means that our bucket ends. Now, let's analyze this word. What is this? Is it an ism, fail, or harf?
Fail.
It's fail.
It is a fail, yes.
Madi.
And it is a past tense fail, fail madi. Excellent. What version is this?
Hua version.
Hua version. And as there is no word after it,
Outside.
so hua is the inside
Side doer.
file doer. Exactly. So what happens when you have a fail coming right after a mubtada?
It becomes a khabar for the mubtada. Jumla failure will become the khabar for the mubtada.
Exactly. The jumla failure will become fi mahalli rafa khabar. So because a sentence cannot show its status, we know that in a normal jumla ismiya, the khabar and mubtada both are in rafa status. So as the jumla failure is taking the place of khabar, and khabar is always rafa until and unless there's a special reason for it to be nasab. So we will say it is taking the place of rafa as a khabar. Fi mahalli rafa khabar. And this then becomes a jumla ismiya with a jumla failure inside it. So number 7 is true or false?
True.
It is true, exactly. So if you are in doubt, do the analysis and inshallah you'll be able to get to the right answer. Okay. Number 8 is al-muslima nasara is a jumla ismiya with a jumla failure inside it. So let's see if this is true. So let's analyze. Al-muslima. What is it? Is it an ism, fail, or harf?
Ism.
Because of the al, it is ism. Can you analyze it, please?
Yes. Nasab, one, proper, singular.
Nasab, one, proper, masculine, and
Yeah.
singular. Exactly. Okay. And here we have a nasab ism.
Hmm.
So a sentence starting with a nasab ism, can we take this as a mubtada?
No.
Why?
Yeah. You can, but there is a no half of nasab then.
Exactly. There is no reason over here for it to
For
be
it.
nasab.
Hmm.
So then something else is going on. Let's do this then. Analyze this. If we can't know the reason for this, let's move on to the next one. So we can see what's going on. So nasara. What is nasara?
In Madi.
Yeah.
Yes, it is fi'l madi. And what is the inside doer?
Hua.
Oh.
Inside doer is huwa. Okay. So this part is a jumla failure. Now, can this ism be a part of a jumla failure?
Yeah.
Yes.
How?
Then it will be like fail
Muqaddam.
followed by a proper.
Exactly. This is fail, file. So this is
Maf'ul.
muakhar.
Yeah. Ikhtisas
And
there.
this is maful. Because it is nasab, it can only be maful
Hmm.
muqaddam.
Yes.
So is this a jumla ismiya with a jumla failure inside it?
No.
No, jumla failure.
It is a jumla failure. It is not a jumla ismiya, although it is starting with an ism, but the second condition is not being met, that it would be rafa.
But there is
Okay.
al, right? So it will be ikhtisas will be there, right?
The ikhtisas won't be because of the al. The ikhtisas will be because your maful is coming before the fail.
Oh, okay.
This is like iyaka
Hmm.
na'budu. In Surah Fatiha, your fail is muakhar
Hmm.
and ka is your maful bihi muqaddam. So we haven't done the abnormal structures in Jumla failure yet. We've done it in class, but we haven't reviewed yet. So there, Jumla failure is usually normal except for two conditions. Number one, either the maful comes before na'budu, before the fail, or muta'alliq bil fail comes before the fail.
Mhm.
So inshallah, we'll do those with examples in our review. So this part is clear for everyone. Why this isn't a jumla ismiya?
Yes.
Okay.
So the translation will be he helped only the Muslim, right?
Yes. Or only he helped the Muslim, I think.
No, then it will be only he helped the Muslim. Yeah, okay. That also could be there. Yeah, that
Because
is.
Iyaka na'budu, only
Yeah.
you do we worship,
Hmm,
right?
hmm, hmm.
So that can be. Okay. Number 9. قالوا الله أكبر is a jumla fi'liya with a jumla ismiya inside it.
Right,
So
it is true.
let's,
Okay.
okay, yeah, sure. If you
It
notice,
cannot be he helped Muslim. He helped Muslim.
yes, he helped a Muslim is the basic answer, but because of the arrangement, exclusivity enters, so you have to show that in your translation.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we add only into the meaning.
Okay.
Okay,
Sister
because
Asfia, Sister
yes,
Asfia,
yes,
yeah,
yes.
about the only thing in Jumla where to add only in Jumla Ismiya also. I concluded. I want to make sure that where to add only is my understanding right or not. I concluded that only should be added before what is unusual. Is that right?
In what ways?
Like here, like since it is al-Muslimu Nasara, here is unusual thing is that the Muslim is before. So I cannot, if translating should come before the Muslim, not before he helped. Only he helped. I would say he helped only the Muslim. So the stress has to be whatever is unusual. That piece, and the same applies in Jumla Ismiya. If Mutalik bil fail part is unusual, we put only before that. Is that right?
He helped the Muslim alone. Or he helped
But
only the
what I'm
Muslim.
saying is the
Yes.
stress has to be on the what is the piece that is unusual. He helped
Yes.
only the Muslim, right?
Yes, I think so. Because over here, Nabudu, Iyaka Nabudu, we worship you alone.
Yeah, so stress has not that
You,
only,
okay.
we cannot say only we help you. So instead I would say we worship, not we worship only you. Only would come with the
With
you.
unusual piece.
you. Okay, yes. Yes, I think
So
that would be, yes,
yeah,
that would
because
be
Yeah,
correct.
Ustad said this today as well. Yeah.
Yes.
okay. Thank you.
Jazakillahu khair. Thank you.
Yeah, because I was trying to figure out that where to put only in. So that's what I felt.
Yes, Jazakillahu khair for sharing that. Okay, yes. So that is correct. That is how we will do it. Okay. Okay, so next is Aqalu Allahu Akbar. Akbaru. Okay, Qalu, what is this? Ism, fail or harf?
Fail. Fail
Fail.
Madi.
Yes, this is fail madi. What is the version?
Home version.
Home
File.
is the inside, which I
Dua.
said, the inside file or dua, exactly. Then you have Allah. What is Allah?
Ism.
Mubtada.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
ism.
Lafzul Jalala.
Lafzul Jalal.
And analyze the ism, please.
Rafa, singular,
Rafa.
masculine, plural.
1 MP.
Okay. Is there any relationship between Qalu and Allahu?
No.
No.
No. So your fail bucket
Bucket answer.
has ended. Okay. Here you have Allah, Lafzul Jalala as a Rafa and a proper ism. And can it be a Mubtada or not?
Yes.
It can be, because your conditions of it being
First
Yeah.
Rafa.
ism, being Rafa, then being proper
Proper.
are being met, and it is telling you what is being talked about. So this is the topic. So from here, your Mubtada topic starts.
Jumla ismi.
So we put a parenthesis when we have
Yeah.
two jumlas together. We put a parenthesis before the second jumla. Okay, so here Allahu is the Mubtada.
Hmm.
Is there any relationship, fragment relationship between Allahu and Akbaru?
Yes.
Mawsuf Sifa.
Mawsuf sifa.
Okay, let's analyze this now before we say Mawsuf Sifa. What is this?
Rafa, singular, masculine.
Masculine proper.
Is it proper or
Akbaru,
common?
no. No, it's common.
Why
No, it's
is it common?
because it's comparative, you know,
Hmm.
No
there is-
and
afalu
Tanvi.
pattern. Not,
Yes. So this is actually common.
yeah.
If it had been Allahu al-Akbaru,
Allah.
Then it would be proper.
then we might have
Superlative.
yes, made it Mawsuf Sifa. But here Akbaru, something being light
Hmm.
does not equate to being proper.
Hmm.
Why? Because out of the 4 reasons a ism is light, did you have al in that?
No.
No. Proper is another type and light is another type. They do not mix. That's why we say that if you have al on an ism, then we do not call it light or heavy. We say irrelevant.
Hmm.
Remember?
Hmm. Yes.
So here, light isn't a sign of proper. This is just a sign of light, of status. We have to see whether it is common or proper. So here it is common. So after Mubtada, if you have an ism which is Rafa and common, and is it giving you detail or information, not detail, information about Allah?
It is giving, it is saying that Allah is Akbar, but
Yes, Allah is proper, Akbaru is common.
yeah,
So that automatically
that
makes it
only
a khabar.
nullifies, yeah. That's not
Because
Moses.
then your invisible is works and
Yeah.
is you have to enter here.
Yeah.
So Allahu Akbaru is Allah is greater.
Hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
So this is actually your khabar. So
Yeah.
this, the jumla within the parenthesis, what is this?
It is mafulun bihi fi mahalli
Yes,
nasab.
this is jumla ismiya first.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And jumla ismiya, then
The
what
khabar.
will we say?
Mafulun bihi fi mahalli nasab.
Yes.
And also we can say, yeah, okay.
Yes, please. What we
Also
can say?
it is after qalu, so it is at what is that, maqalu, something you say, right?
Yes.
Maqal,
Maqulul qawl.
maqulul qawl, yes.
Yes. And how do we do that? Let's see. I'll just make this more neater so that, okay. So qalu, in qalu you have fail and file, right?
Mm.
And after fail you have a whole jumla ismiya. Now this jumla ismiya is acting as one word. Just imagine it to be one word. So qalu, you have fail, you have file, they said. Now what is being said? What question is this answering?
What?
Exactly. Because it is answering what is being said, what the action is doing. That's why we say that the speech being said, which is under commas, will always be maful bihi to qalu, and a special name is given to whatever is being said as maqulul qawl, the speech that was said. What was said? The speech that was said, the words that the speaker is speaking become the maful bihi. And this only happens with qalu. This is special to qalu. This maqulul qawl being a maful bihi fi mahalli nasab. This happens to qalu. That's why we say maqulul qawl.
Sister Asfiya, just a question. This maqulul call also will be idafa, right? When you write?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Jazakallah.
Why, yeah. So
Sister
this,
Asfi-
yes,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah, go ahead, finish what you were saying, then I'll ask.
Okay. So this is jumla failure with a jumla ismiya inside it. So is number 9 true or false?
True.
Number 9 is true. Exactly. Okay, Sister Fawzia?
So you're finished with number 9?
Yes, we are finished with number
Okay,
9.
yeah. I want to ask you that when you said that you were explaining that instead of Akbar, if it was Al-Akbaro, so that in that case, it will be Allah and Al-Akbaro would be Mosuf Sifa. So if I translate it and what I understand, if you can comment that if that makes sense or not. I understand in that case, it will not be a sentence. It would just be like
Yes.
yeah, the greater Allah said, ...
Greatest
right?
Allah.
Yeah, greatest. Yeah, it will be greatest because
Superlative.
in that case it's superlative.
Yes.
Yeah, the greatest Allah said, right?
Yes.
Yes, it'll be a fragment.
They said the greatest Allah.
Yeah.
Allah said ...
No,
They
no, no, no.
said the
Not Allah
greatest
said.
Allah.
Oh no, they said the greatest Allah,
Yeah.
and then it's not a complete sentence.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank
What
you.
they said, the speech. Your
Yeah.
maqulul qawl.
Yeah.
Your maqulul qawl will be mawsuf sifa. This will be a fragment.
Okay. Yeah, okay. It's not okay. They
This
said,
whole will be a jumla failure.
Yeah. So it is a complete sentence still. Whatever they said, it is like short, but it is still a sentence, complete sentence.
Yeah, whatever they said here, this Allahu Akbar, this is a fragment now. But this fragment is a part of a jumla failure.
Yeah. So and in
Over here, the what was being said, the speech, this was a whole jumla ismiya.
Yeah.
And-
that was I was figuring out that
Yes.
there is comes because it was a whole jumla is in that case it's a
Yes.
whole like
Jumla ismiya.
a jumla failure has a part, a fragment that is jumla ismiya.
Yes.
Not a fragment, mafulul call. Wrong. I'm using the wrong terms. Yeah.
No
Got
problem
it.
at all.
Got it.
I got what you were saying. Yes.
Yeah.
So here it is a fragment, and here it is a sentence.
Yeah. Thank you.
No problem at all. Okay. Let's go to number 10 then. المؤمنون يؤمنون بالغيب هذا متعلق بالخبر. So let's analyze this sentence or whatever it is. مؤمنون يؤمنون بالغيب. Okay. What is this?
Al-Muminuna is ism.
Okay, analyze the ism, please.
It's Rafa.
Nasab 3, masculine and proper.
Okay. So is this a
Mubtada.
topic?
Yes. The Muminun topic.
No, it's a Rafa then.
It's a rafa, it's proper, it's ism.
And it's
Can this
Mubtada.
be a topic?
It's a mubtada.
Yes, it is a mubtada. It is a topic. It is telling you about what is being discussed in the sentence. So this will be your mubtada. Okay, I've just ended the bucket, but we have to see what's coming after and whether there's a relationship or not.
There is no relation.
Yu'minuna. What
There
is
is no-
yu'minuna?
It's a
Isme
fail.
fa'il. Isme fa'il.
Fail mudar.
It is fail mudare.
And file is
File
home.
is home.
File is home. What is it doing here? What is
It's a new
fail?
bucket.
Yeah.
Okay, and what will we call this bucket?
It would be khabar
Jumla
altogether.
failure
after
will start
Jumla
from here.
failure start and it's khabar.
Yeah.
Okay.
This whole thing will
Jumla
be
failure
Jumla.
starting. And we
Yeah.
know that if a fail comes after an ism, the khabar starts.
Started. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So is there any relationship between yu'minuna and ba harf of jar?
No.
No, there's no relationship possible between them. So your bucket has ended. So your khabar has ended. What is this?
It's bil ghaibi, but we are still in Jumla failure. So I think we can finish this. Okay.
Okay, this is bil ghaibi. It is HOJ and isme majroor.
Yes.
And now, will we call this an MBK or an MBF?
MBF.
It's MBF because we are Jumla failure
Following which?
started. So the entire thing after Jumla failure, whenever starts, and it's related to Jumla failure.
So for making it clearer, we can also put parentheses in Jumla, this Jumla failure, and then analyze it, because the whole Jumla failure is a khabar.
في محل رفع خبر.
That would be macro labeling, and then we would go inside the that whole and do the micro labeling.
So this is a continuation of
Jumla failure.
Jumla failure. Exactly. Okay. So is number 10 true or false?
False.
Okay. I think Sister Fawzia, I missed what you said.
What I said was that one way, you erased everything. Ustad showed two ways, like that as you were doing. And another way he said that you can, I used two terms which Ustad didn't use. But what I was basically saying is that one way is the analyzing each thing on the first go. The second thing Ustad said that second way of analyzing is, first when you say that the whole thing is Jumla Ismiya, so that is your first labeling, macro labeling. Then after that you say that the Mubtada is Jumla Ismiya, Al-Muminuna is Mubtada, and then when we had determined that the next thing is starts Jumla Ismiya, then we could say, put parentheses before Yuminuno and end the parentheses after Bil Ghaibi, and label it is the khabar is coming as a Jumla failure khabar is coming for Jumla ismiya, and then go inside the Jumla failure, that would call micro labeling, and then analyze, put that. But your way is good to first really understand the whole thing. But there's another way of putting parentheses. That's all I was saying.
Of course, of course. And
Yeah.
there is always more than, as I've said before, as Ustaz says, there's
Yeah,
always
you have stars
more
showed how
than
to
one
put
way of
parentheses around the
doing it.
Jumla
Exactly.
failure. That was I was saying.
Exactly. So the method that you said was that you first do it the whole and then you go to the parts. And what we did, that first we did the parts and then we went to the whole. So whatever works for you and whatever is easier for you to understand and be able to do it, then that is the same thing, because the end result will be the same, right?
Yeah,
And
we
it
have
will,
to go through the parts first, because since we don't know, but
yes.
then once we
Once you
have
know,
the
you can do the
understanding,
other way.
then we can know that the whole this whole thing can be in parentheses.
Yes.
So then we can
Of
do
course.
that.
Of course. Okay. Yes, exactly. So you can do it both ways, whatever is easier for you. Okay, Alhamdulillah, section 1 is clear. So let's go to section 2. Okay. So section 2, place one line under the fail, 2 lines under the outside file. Write the Arabic and English of the inside file if there is one in the column on the right. 3 lines under the maf'ul and 1 line over the muta'alliq bil fail. Just cross it over like this. This is what you're going to do with the muta'alliq bil fail. Okay, so let's again analyze each sentence. Number 1, qatala humullahu.
So
Fail
Qatala
Madi.
is fail Madi.
A. One line.
So we'll see for the outside doer because it's in the Hua.
Yes.
This is the Hua version. So we
Yeah.
will try to find an outside doer. Is there an outside doer here?
Yes, it's Lafzul
Allahu.
Jalala.
Yes, Ism. It is Rafa 1 MP. This is outside file.
in-
Why? Because it is Rafa and comes
And
after.
after.
Sister, what is outside doer known in Arabic? Mutadi? No.
No. It's called file Zahir.
Sorry? Zahir?
Yes, Zahir.
Oh, okay. Jazakallah khair.
And the inside doer,
Ism Zamir is
Mustatir, hidden. And though the hidden file are always Dhamir Munfasila, the
It's
independent pronouns.
Yeah. مفعول به في محل نصب.
So you have your fail, then you have your outside file. What is home?
مفعول به
مفعول به.
في محل في محل نصب.
Exactly. Attached pronouns to fails are always fi mahalli nasab maful bihi. Okay. And although here you have fail, then maful, then file, this is still a normal Jumla failure template. Why? Because attached pronouns need to be attached to the fail.
Right.
So they cannot come afterwards. So that's why this is a normal sentence too. There is no exclusivity or any special meaning because of arrangement. Okay, so what do we do? Where do we place one line under?
One line under Katola,
Okay.
3 lines under Homo, and Allahu under that 2 lines.
Yes. And because there is no inside doer here, we will leave this blank.
Blank.
Okay. Let's do the next one.
Nashhadu.
Nashhadu innaka la rasul. Is this Dhamma here? La Rasulullah, right?
Rasulullah.
Dhamma.
La Rasulullahi. Okay. Nashhadu. What is this?
It's fail mudari.
Okay, this is fi'l mudari. What is the inside doer?
Nahnu.
Whom?
Nahnu.
Nahnu. Nashhadu. Na
Oh, sorry. I'm going
plus
Tahazim.
u.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
this is
sorry.
nahnu.
Yeah.
No problem at all. Nahnu is the file. Is this an inside file or an outside file?
Inside.
Inside.
Inside. So here we have to write nahnu and we.
Yeah.
Okay. Then after it you have innaka. What is this?
It's
Harf of
new
nasab.
bucket. It's
Yeah.
Jumla
A
Ismiya started.
parenthesis.
Parenthesis.
Exactly. What is innaka?
Mubtada.
Mubtada.
Yes, H-O-N and its ism
Ism.
are
Inna.
mubtada. So because it is mubtada, another sentence is starting. So that's why we put a parenthesis here.
Mhm.
And this is our fail bucket. Okay.
Yes.
So here you have innaka, it is mubtada. La rasulu. What is la here?
Islam of emphasis.
Emphasis.
Yes. Lam of emphasis. Okay. Why is it a lam of emphasis and not a lam of harf of jar?
Because next word is not victim. Like I can't see any jar. Like Rasulu, it's not Rasuli.
Exactly. Because Rasulu is not suffering from a jar status due to the la. So that is not a harf of jar. It is a lam of emphasis. Okay. And what about Rasul? What is Rasul?
Rasul is khabar. It's because it's Rafa. 1M. Common.
Common or proper, we have to see.
We have
Okay?
to see. Yeah.
Yeah, and it is in Rafa ism, and it is telling you about what? The topic.
Mubtada. Topic.
So this is khabar. So your bucket has ended for the mubtada,
Yes.
and a new bucket has started, which is the
Khabar.
khabar. Okay. Is there any relationship between Rasulu and Allahi?
Yes.
Muzaf.
Mudaf.
Yes. This is also light and no al.
Mhm.
So it is mudaf. And Allahi is ism lafzul jalala.
Proper.
It is proper, jar, one, and masculine. Because this is proper, now we can decide that
It's
our
ikhtisas.
mudaf
Mudaf
is
also.
That's yeah.
proper. Right?
So here khabar is proper.
So here, yes. Here your khabar is proper.
So it's
But-
abnormal.
Yes, this will be special meaning and it is not exclusivity.
Mhm.
Exclusivity comes from mubtada
Mhm.
being
Mohe.
proper or common when it comes later. Khabar being proper instead of common only means that a special meaning is there, but not exclusivity.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so your mubtada and khabar buckets have ended, and so has the sentence. So this mubtada and khabar will make what?
It's maful bihi for nashhadu.
First, they will make a jumla ismiya, right?
Ismiya, yeah.
Okay. And now, because of course, this is a parenthesis which is showing us that this sentence is a part of a bigger sentence. So
Mhm.
then we go out. So
Mhm.
what was the first bucket?
Nashhadu.
Yes,
Yeah.
fail.
It's fail.
Fail was your first bucket with the
Yes.
inside file.
Yes.
So nashhadu, we bear witness.
Who were witness?
What?
What did? Yeah.
What did they bear witness to?
Mhm. So is the answer
That
for
indeed
maful bihi?
you are, yes, that indeed you are the messenger of Allah. So that means that Jumla Ismiya is answering the question of what?
What?
And what do we call the part of the sentence in a Jumla Felia that answers the question what?
It's maful bihi.
Exactly. So we say that this Jumla Ismiya is taking the place fi mahalli
Nasab.
nasab because maful is nasab. And what is it taking place of? Maful bihi.
Maful bihi.
So now your fail, your file, and your maful bihi, what are they making?
Jumla ismiya. Failure. Sorry.
Jumla failure.
Yeah.
So what will we, how many lines will be there under nashhadu?
It's,
Two.
2.
Nashhadu.
It's fail. One line for the fail and 2 lines for
Yes.
the two.
2 lines for the outside
So
file.
2. Yes.
Do you have an outside file here?
No.
No, it
We
says
had an inside file, right? Nahnu?
Yes. Yes.
So you don't have to place the 2 lines anywhere.
Yes.
After that, write the Arabic and English of the inside file. We already did so. Nahnu and we.
We. Yeah.
And then 3 lines under the maful. Is there a maful here?
Innaka la Rasulullahi is a complete maful bihi. So
Yes.
it's
So
all
you have 3 lines under
in.
Innaka la Rasulullahi.
Yes.
Okay.
yes.
Is this clear to everybody?
Yes. Alhamdulillah.
Yes.
So these are not just simply underlining questions. You have to really analyze the whole thing before answering. And that is the practice that we need with these sentences. I'll try to make a thinner line if possible. Okay, better. Third is ittakhadhu aymanahum junnatan. Okay. Now over here, again, we will start with the first word. What is ittakhadhu?
It's fail madi.
It is a fail and madi, yes.
File. File is home. Home.
Inside file will be home.
And that outside in the box you'll write that.
Yes. So home, they, or there. It will be there, not they. Because here, oh, sorry. I'm mixing it up with the next. It will be there. Okay. So you've got an inside file. Then Aymanahum. What is Aymanahum?
It's a
Aymana
maf'ul.
is ism.
Yes, it is an ism. And analyze the ism, please.
Nasab,
Nasab.
singular, masculine.
No,
common.
it's broken plural.
It is a mudaf also. Mudaf mudafilai also. So it will be singular, masculine, and it will be proper.
Singular, feminine.
Oh yeah,
That is a
feminine.
broken plural.
Yes, this is a non-human broken plural.
Mhm.
So N1F, and whether it's P or proper common,
Depends on the
we'll
mudaf.
see.
Mhm.
So this is also your maf'ul because it is nasab.
Nasab, yes.
Yeah.
What type of maf'ul would it be?
Bihi. Bihi.
So they took what?
Yes.
So it's maf'ul
Because of
bihi.
what? Exactly. Maf'ul bihi. And this is light and Noel as well.
Mhm.
So it's a mudaf as well.
Mhm. So it's a whole bucket of maf'ul bihi.
Yes. First our fail bucket ended.
Mhm.
Then our maf'ul started. Maf'ul bihi. Is there any relationship between home and Junnah?
No.
No.
No. So our maf'ul bihi bucket ended. And what about Junnatan? What is this? Ism
It's again a
fi'l or
Jonathan
harf?
maf'ul.
is this
Yeah, it's
ism.
Isam only, yeah.
And analyze it, please.
Nasab,
Nasab,
singular,
1F,
Maful
common.
number 2.
common. Yeah.
Exactly. It is common.
So is itahazu is kind of same word that has two maf'ul bihi like ja'ala.
Exactly.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So Jonathan can be maf'ul hal because when
No.
I was translating it said like ittahazu they took aymanahum their oath. Jonathan is
As
means
shield.
shield. So I thought it's as shield. So I put
Yes.
maf'ul hal on that. So it can't be maf'ul hal, it's maf'ul bihi.
No. No.
Okay.
Yeah. Ustad said that if you have a fail that
Mhm.
takes on two maf'ul bihis, two mafuls, both of
Mhm.
them will be maf'ul bihis, then you won't consider any other type of maf'ul.
Okay.
Okay, so how many lines do I put under ittakhadhu?
1,
How many under aymanahum?
3,
3
And under junnatan?
3
3.
as well.
Exactly.
Sister Asfia,
Yes.
I have a question about what you said. As a rule, I understand before what you said that if any maful takes two maful bihis, then two mafuls, then both will be maful bihis. But
Yes.
as we were discussing in the group, that sometimes it appears more of as like it is answering the question where and stuff. So technically, we'll put maful bihi, but it's hard to understand then. So is there more that we don't learn later or stuff when it feels like it's not answering what and who, it is answering something else. So it's
No, no,
hard
no.
in this situation. It is okay. It's hard to really take it as a maful bihi. Labeling is okay, but while translating, how to resolve that?
Oh, ittakhadhu, they took
No,
aymana.
in this case, it is fine. But we did some sentences in the group in which this point came out. I don't remember the sentences, but it was hard to really, they were answering their question, not like, so it was hard to really, technically, yeah, I would label it maful bahi because of the rule, but it was hard to really understand that where does the technical rule that what you explain goes, and because the basic rule we think of in terms of understanding is that what question it is being answered. So that
Yes.
was a little bit hard to really resolve in my mind.
Okay. No, here, like for example, when we did this sentence, and we took first of all that yeah, it is looking like more like a maful hal than a maful bihi. Then I think I remember Ustad saying that ittakhadhu, they took aymanahum, what? They took their oaths as what? So you have to word the question similarly. Because if you said how, then of course it would have been a maful hal and it would make sense. But if you question it as what did they take their oaths as? So the question still is what?
Okay, in this cases, that's fine. Maybe I'll try to understand those the question that I'm
If you
referring
can
to,
share
that
those
if I can,
ayat
I'll try
again.
doing what you were suggesting, that wording question differently. But if not, then I would like to understand that how to resolve it, that it is
Sure,
answering
sure.
this question.
You share
Okay,
that those ayahs.
okay,
You can
okay.
find them inshallah,
Okay, let
and
me,
we'll see.
I didn't make a note of it, but I'll search if I can find.
Sure.
You kind of also give explanations for that. So
Sis-
let me see if I can find it.
Sure.
Sister Asfia, in our textbook on page 100, I saw when like we have all those words. It's the heading is afal mutadiya la mafulain. So
Yes.
all these words
Those.
they have, yeah, those are the words that I think they have two maful bihi.
And what is the page number?
Page number 100.
Page number 100. Okay. Let me look at page number 100. Yes. أفعال متعدية للمفعولين. So you've got a list of 10 of these أفعال which have علم, وقى, وفى, جعل, اتخذ, رؤى, ظن, حسب, وجد, and ترك. So we'll see these examples and we'll try to solve them. And then we'll see how we make sense of those mafuls that look to be something else but are termed as maful bihis just because of the type of fail that we are dealing with. Okay?
So if we have two maful bihi, it's still answering the question what or who.
Yes.
Like same here in Taha's example.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Let's do number 4. بعث في الأميين رسولا. Okay, بعث. What is this?
فعل ماضي.
Okay. And what version is this?
هو
Is there an outside doer here?
رسولا.
Outside doer, is it nasab or rafa?
It's a nasab.
There's no outside.
Yeah, no outside door.
So we will have it as an inside file. What is
Hua.
the inside file?
Hua.
Hua.
Hua. And so we will write hua here and it will be he. Okay. Then, of course, your fail bucket has ended here. Ba'atha. What is this?
Harf of jar.
So a new bucket has started. Fi. And al-ummiyina. What is al-ummiyina?
Ism.
Hmm.
It's together MBK.
Sorry?
It's together MBK, right?
Yes. So it is jar 3. Sorry, M and P. Yes, it is ism majroor. And this is a harf of jar fragment. And that's why we will name this. This is your fail bucket and this is your MBF. What? Muqaddam.
Yeah.
Right? Because it usually comes at the end, but it is coming before Rasulan. Is there any relation between Ummiyin and Rasulan?
No. That's common.
No. So the bucket of MBF has ended. Now we will analyze this ism. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it is an ism because of the tanween. Analyze the ism, please.
Nasab 1 MC.
Okay. So Nasab 1MC. What? This is Nasab. So what will it become in a Jumla Failure?
Maf'ul bihi.
Maful be exactly. Ba'asa, he raised what? Or who? In this case, who, as Rasulan is a human ism. So it will be maful bihi. So this bucket is maful bihi. Okay. How many lines under Ba'asa?
1.
1.
And for fil ummiyin?
1 line over it.
Yes.
Mutalik bil fail. Muqaddam.
And Rasulan?
3 lines
3.
under.
Exactly. Okay. Next. And maful bihi muakhar. We will,
Yeah.
it is coming afterwards, after the MBF. So it will be muakhar. Okay. Number 5. يعلمهم الكتاب والحكمة. Oh. يعلمهم. What is this?
It's fail mudari.
Fail.
What is the family? Can anybody tell me the family of
Allama.
يعلم?
Allama.
Yes, it is F2. Excellent. علم يعلم. Okay. And what is the version? يعلم.
It's huwa.
Huwa version.
So is there an outside doer?
Yes, we have to
No.
look for it, but there is none.
Exactly. There is none. So this is the inside doer. Hua. So we write hua here and we translate it as he. Okay. So this is fail. This is file. What is home?
Maful
Maf'ul.
bihi because it's attached.
Yes, it is maful bihi because it is attached pronoun. So you have your maful bihi. And is there any relationship between home and al-kitabi? Kitaba?
No.
No. So
No.
your bucket has ended. So your fail, your file, and your maful bihi are all there. So what is this?
Al
Maf'ul.
kitaba is ism.
Isam. Nasab status. So 4 properties we'll analyze.
It's proper.
Nasab, singular, masculine, proper.
Man, because it's nasab, that's why it's maful.
Maf'ul bihi.
Then what? So
And
it's maful bihi.
allama is like ittakhadha and ja'ala. It is a
So it's the
fi'l that requires
two.
two mafuls.
Oh,
So here you have maful bihi
one.
1. So this is maful bihi 2. What is this?
It's a harf of ataf, so it's one bucket. So I take
So it's the same bucket. The bucket is continuing. And al hikmata.
It's an ism, same way,
So-
and it is in the nasab status, so it will also matu fala kitaba.
Yes, we won't call it maful bihi. We will call it matuf ala al
Kitaba.
kitaba maful
Al-kitaba.
bihi. So this is all one bucket. It is a harf of attaf fragment. And so this will be your maful bihi 2.
2.
So fail, file, and 2 mafuls make a jumla failure. How many lines under yu'allimu?
1 line.
Hum,
3 lines.
al-kitaba wal-hikmata.
3.
3 lines.
Excellent. Okay. Next. Six. Lamma yalhaqu bihim. Okay. What is lamma?
Lightest harf.
Yes. Lightest harf. And yalhaqu.
fi'l mudari.
Fil mubari.
Lightest.
Yeah.
And what is the version of yalhaqu?
Yalhaquna, it's hum.
Yes. Home is the inside
Dua.
file. Exactly. Dua. So home we will write here.
In the
Home
box also.
there. Okay. So lamma yalhaqu is your one bucket fail plus file. Is there any relation between yalhaqu and ba harf of jar?
No.
No. So we end the bucket, and here you have
Bihim.
ba and
Mutalik.
him. So this is a harf of jar. And analyze him for me, please.
Jar. 3 M and proper.
Exactly. So jar after an HO jar is an HOJ fragment. An HOJ fragment. What do we call it?
Mutalik bil fail. Oh, mutalik bil fail.
Mutaliq will fail. And mutaliq will fail can also come as lamma yalhaqu bihim.
Oh.
When or they join bihim with them. So they join who?
Them.
Them. So this is coming
Maf'ul
also
bihi
as
also.
a fi
Yeah, I thought so.
mahalli
Yeah.
nasab. Maf'ul bihi. Okay.
Yeah.
So both you can leave it at MBF. That's completely correct. But you can also say that this is acting as, this is answering the call of the question of who.
So what's the
Who are
translation for
these
this one? When?
Yes.
Lamma.
I'm forgetting the Lamma translation if it comes with the present tense.
Yeah.
It is yet,
As,
or was it?
as though, I think, right?
Can somebody check, please? Let me see if I can find it. Okay, course books and your intensive, and it was Lama, yes. With the present tense, it is not yet. They have not yet joined with them or joined them. They have not yet. So Lama, when it comes with a present tense, means not yet. And when it comes with a past tense, it means when. So how many lines under Lamma Yalhaqu?
It's one line.
Yes. And how many under Bihim?
One over it because it's mutalik.
Yes. Exactly. Okay. Let's okay. Number 7. Fasfadu an sabilillahi. Okay. Fa is your harf of
Then
fatah for
what
starting
the
letter.
starting it.
Okay. Saddu. What is Saddu?
Fi'l Madi.
Then what is the inside dua?
Home.
Is home. So we will write home here
In the bracket.
and there. Okay. So your bucket has ended with Fasadu an. What is an?
Harf of jar.
And is there any relation between an and sabili?
Yes, isam majroor. Isam.
It is an ism. It is jar.
Yeah.
1 F
Sabil. F. Yeah.
B or C. This is because the Arab said so.
So
Sabil is feminine. Then we see that the bucket is connected.
mudaf
Sabili.
mudaf.
And this is also, there's a relationship between these two as well.
Yeah.
This is also a mudaf. And Allahi is ism, lafzul jalala. J1MP. Okay, so this bucket is continuing because this is mudaf ilayh. So this whole bucket, what will we call this whole bucket?
This will be MBK. Sorry, MBF.
Yes, MBF. It is the Jumla failure. That's what will be MBF. And what we can also say is fi mahalli
Fi mahalli. Yeah.
nasab.
Nasab. Yeah. It will be maful.
What type of maful will it be?
Fasaddu and what? How will we know the meaning? Yeah. Fasaddu.
They stopped
They stopped from what?
an
Ansabilillah.
from
From
sabilillahi,
yeah.
the
From
path
what?
of
Right?
Allah.
Yeah.
Yes, so it will be
Maful bihi.
maful bihi. Okay. How many lines under fasaddu?
1.
And how many lines under ansabilillah?
1 over it.
Yes. Okay. So let's just end this section, inshallah, and then we'll do the rest tomorrow and start with our exam 4, inshallah. तो औजेबू का home. Okay. What is this?
For Jibu is your fail mubare. Oh. It's in the Hua state, so we'll look out for your outside.
Is it hua or here?
Oh no, it's a Anta version. Anta, and it could be here also, right?
He or you.
Anta
Yeah.
or here, it can
Yeah,
be both.
both.
So we
we
have to
can look.
decide what it can be.
Hmm.
Now,
I
if we take it as a here,
Hmm.
so we will have to see whether there is an outside ism or not.
Yes, we have Etsamu.
Ajsamu.
Atsamu is an outside ism, but why is it here form?
Because
Because
Tojibu
it's
is
Yes, because
it is a broken plural,
yes, it is a non-human
non-human
broken
broken
plural.
plural.
So that's why we have here over here. So Aujibu is fail and the inside file is,
Ajsamu.
but here you don't have an inside file. You have an outside file.
Outside, sorry, I'm saying.
Yes.
Outside.
Okay. Rafa and after. So this becomes the outside file. Okay. And if we translate it as a Anta version,
Then
so
we'll not have.
you impress you impressed you. So the meaning would not make sense. You impressed you.
Yes.
It is it impressed you.
It has
With
to be here
ka
then, yeah.
being,
Okay.
what is ka here?
Mafulun bihi.
Yes, because it is
Fi
an
mahalli
attached
nasab.
pronoun, it will always be a maful bihi fi mahalli nasab.
So that's how we conclude that it cannot be anta here. It has to be here, right?
Yes.
Okay.
The meaning as well as the
Hmm.
context of the sentence.
Yeah. Got it.
Okay. So how many lines under tu'jibu?
1 line.
Under ka
3 lines.
and under atsamuhum?
3 lines again, I think. Yeah.
No, 2 lines.
2 lines.
Yes, 2
Yeah,
lines
it'll be
under
the
the outside file.
Yeah, it'll be 2 lines. Yeah.
Yahsabuna.
Sister Asfia, like what is the
Yes.
translation for this one? You,
Tu'jibuka,
she.
it or they
Hmm.
impressed you, their bodies or their physical beings. Their physical bodies impressed you.
So that whom can also be maful, right? No.
Home is attached to your
Yeah, it is mudaf ilayh. Yeah.
yes. Atsamu is a
Ism.
basically
Yeah.
an ism.
Yeah.
So it cannot be a maful.
Yeah.
It will be a
Yeah.
mudaf ilayh.
Mudaf ilayh, yeah.
Okay. يحسبون كل صيحة عليهم. يحسبون, what is this?
It's fail mudari.
And what is the version?
Home.
Home. Okay. Here, here we didn't have an inside. Here we have a home inside file because it cannot be an outside file. So we will write home here. They. Okay. Kulla. Is there any relation between Yahsabuna and Kulla?
No.
No. So your bucket has ended. This is your fail bucket. Okay. Kulla. What is Kulla?
Special mudaf.
It is ism. It is here as in a special mudaf. Okay. And what is this? Ism. Can you analyze this ism?
It's one F C and jar.
So it is coming after mudaf. And it is majroor, so it will be a mudaf ilay. So this bucket is connected. Okay. Sayhatin. And is ala related to sayhatin in any
No.
way?
No.
No. So that's why our bucket is ended. And this is nasab. Kulla is what?
Fi mahaldi.
This is nasab.
Nasab, yeah.
So what will it be?
It's maful bihi.
So here it is not coming as a zarf, time of place. It is only coming as a simple mudaf. So we won't
Okay.
call it special mudaf here. So this is maful bihi. Okay. And alayhim, what is ala?
A harf of jar.
Him.
Ism majroor.
Ism majroor.
Just give me a second, please. Okay. So this is ism majroor here. And this is an HOJ fragment. So what will we call this bucket?
It's MBF.
It is MBF. Yes. Okay. So here yahsabuna, they assume, all of them assume kulla sayhatin. Now here, remember we did the kulla as a mudaf and how it will be translated if the mudaf ilay is a certain way.
Yeah.
So it's mudafile is common. So we take it each outcry. Every, like
Yes.
each and every
Each
outcry.
scream or each outcry. Exactly. So that concept is coming here because your mudaf ilay is singular and common. So the translation would be each and every outcry or scream. Alayhim is against them.
So, sister, for special mudaf, we have to figure it out regarding the translation if they are working as special mudaf of time and place.
Yes, because remember when we were doing the special mudaf page in your Nahu 10-day intensive book, you had the qabla, tahta, abda, inda, all of those in one column.
Mhm,
and then you had certain words in another column at the bottom.
mhm.
So kullun and badun and all of those, they do come as mudafs, and they act as special mudafs in those instances. But usually they do not come as the mudafs of time and space. That's why they can take the place of mubtada, they can come in the place of khabar, etc., etc. Right?
So only the special mudaf of time and place they called zarf.
Yes.
Okay.
And only they come as maful fihis in a jumla
Maf-
failure.
Maful fihi.
Yes.
It's when.
And what's the distinguishing between special mudaf and this kulla and the special mudaf?
That if it is telling you about a time and place, then it is coming as a special mudaf of time and place. If it is not telling you about time and place, it is coming as a simple mudaf.
So only translation will help you here, right?
Yes.
Sister.
Yes.
Uh, so in this case, since it is this fragment kullu sayhatin is answering the question that what. So
Yes.
this will be maful bihi, since it's
Yes.
not zerf. If it was zerf, it would be maful fihi.
Maful
Here
fihi.
it would be
Exactly.
he, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, I had written full fee only. Now it's clear.
Yes. Here it is not coming as a time and place word, not
Yeah,
as a. So
because I
that's
had
why you
taken as a
don't
full. Yeah, yeah, okay.
Okay.
Mm.
So this concept is true for other list of tahata bahada. I don't know if
No,
tahata
the first column,
zerf
the first
zerf.
column
Yeah.
they always come as zarf.
Oh, okay. So we need to pay attention to the
Yes.
okay, because the translation is also telling under, above, below. So yeah, at that time we need to make that distinction. Or they always come, and these can come sometimes. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Thank you.
No problem.
So kullu, since this doesn't come in the column of zerf, so that
Yes.
means that it it is not in the list of zerf mudaf, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the other list of special mudafs, some of them can sometimes come as zerf, not all of them, right?
Yes. Not
Okay.
always.
So it is from top of my head, I know kullu and bada. Is there any other also that sometimes come as a zerf?
Yes.
Tahata.
Kullu badun, not bada. Bada is a special mudaf of time and place.
Hmm.
Oh,
Badun
so
with a dod, right?
That
oh,
is some of.
can you write both so that we can understand this concept that where both bada fall in?
This bada, it is after.
Okay, so
So
this is
this is
zerf.
time
So
and
this is zerf.
place,
Okay,
right?
okay.
Actually,
Sister,
this is place.
we have those categories in our textbook at page 31.
Yeah, I have
Yes.
seen that, but I didn't make this distinction between the
Okay.
two badas. Yeah. So this
And
bada,
this
what's
is
how do
bada,
you
this
write?
is some part.
Oh, so it okay. It's different. Okay, so I thought that
It is
that bada
translated
is
different.
has the okay. Yeah, I know that this bada. Okay, thank you.
No problem at all. Oh.
Sister Asfi, I have a question about ba zaida and like lam of emphasis. So
Yes.
if we see the category like harf of jar, we have ba and lam, both of them as harf of jar. But
Yes.
when we take ba zaida and it's like be Muslimin, we take it as jar majroor. But
Yes.
for lam, sometimes we take it lam of emphasis, and so can we still take it as like harf of jar and its
No.
work as okay.
No. Over here, ba zaida, ba and lam are HOJs, right?
Yeah.
And ba zaida is physically giving you the function of a jar, because of course
Oh,
the
okay,
ism
okay, okay,
after
okay.
it becomes
Mhm.
majroor. But
Mhm.
lam of emphasis, if it has an ism after it, it will never be jar.
Okay. Because that's what in exam we have even ba zaida. So I was thinking it can be work as ba. Then whenever I see ba zaida, like in those example, it has the victim, like it always have jar with that. But for lam, I it was like sometimes like it all sometimes give me the emphasis and sometimes it lahum
No,
with the
no.
pronoun. Yeah, so it's
There's a clear
okay.
distinction between lam
Yeah,
of emphasis
and got
and
it.
yes, harf of
Lam.
jar.
Okay, okay. Jazakallah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So how many lines under yahsabuna?
It's 1 line.
Okay, yahsabuna. So it will have, sorry, one line. And kulla sayhatin
3 lines.
and alayhim.
We have one on the top because it's
Yes,
methodical.
exactly. Okay. Last of our sentences for today. Walay yuakhirallahu nafsan. Okay. Lan. What is lan?
Light harf.
Yes, lighter. And yuakhira.
Fail Mazari. Whoever here.
Fi'l
Sorry, lightest it
mudari.
should be, right? Lightest harf.
An
In
lan likai idan
in
hatta.
lan lama.
So
In
in lam lama are the
lam.
lighter.
Sorry. Yeah, right.
No problem at all. Remember what the start said? Remember it with Surah Ikhlas.
I now drink my yogurt.
Lam
Lam yalid
yalid
wa lam
wa
yulad.
lam
Yeah.
yulad. So lam, just if you remember lam, then the column where lam comes will be lightest, and the column in which lam doesn't come will be light. So that's how you can remember. Okay, so this is Fi'l Mudari light. Yu'akhira because of the fatha here. Right? Okay. Then this is
Whoever
the
version. Whoever.
Hua version. So you have to see whether there is an outside doer or not. Is there
Yes,
an outside doer?
yes, it's Rafsa Jalala. It's after and Rafa.
Yes, after and Rafa. So it is the outside file. So we won't be writing anything in this column. Okay. So yu'akhira is your fail. Walan yu'akhira is one bucket. Right? It is your fail. This is your outside file bucket. Allahu or nafsan. Is there any relationship between Allahu and nafsan?
No.
No.
No. So your bucket has ended. What is nafsan?
Mafhum.
Yes, it is
Ism.
ism.
Yeah.
1 F C F because it is because the Arab said so.
Yeah.
Yes,
Nafsi.
yeah.
And then it is nasab. So what will we call it?
Maful.
Maful.
And what type
Who
of
I was
maful this will be?
Bihi.
Bihi.
Yes. And Allah never,
Delay.
yes, delays. Jazakillahu khair. I had forgotten. So walan yuakhir Allahu. Allah never delays. Nafsan who?
Any soul.
Any soul.
Any soul.
Yes. Any soul. So this is maful bihi. Okay. So how many lines under walan yuakhir?
One line.
One line. And
Two.
Allahu
Two.
Two.
And
Three.
nafsan
Three.
3. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
So we have done our section 2. Inshallah, tomorrow we'll finish uh, this last part. So it is all, of course, another the same thing that we were doing. We have to analyze it, and then all the letters that apply, we have to write it down. So inshallah, we'll do this, and hopefully we can start with our exam 4 and continue with that.
Inshallah.
Inshallah. So any questions in this regard as to what we did?
No, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Okay, so just let me end the session, inshallah. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa
Jazakallah khair,
barakatuh.
sister. Assalamu alaikum.
وإياكم.